Hello everyone, my name is M.S.Kaarthikeyan and today I am going to talk about design thinking. What is design thinking? Design thinking is a process used by major entrepreneurs, business teams to create new products and services for the people. So now we are going to look at who invented design thinking. The person who invented design thinking is Herbert A. Simons, and the person who brought it to the mainstream is Tim Brown by his book Change by Design. So now we're going to look at the 5 steps of design thinking, um, which are empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. So now we are going to look at how I implemented these steps in detail to create my app. So my app is called Study Labs, and it is used for helping students who are not motivated, feel bored to study, etc., to make them study. So it's basically like making studying fun. So now we're going to look at how I implemented this using design thinking. So design thinking is basically like how, let me show you how I used it. So first we're going to empathize. That is, we're going to connect with people and ask them how they feel about something, their opinion about something, etc. So for our context, this would be that like asking people what do they problems, or how do they study, or what problems do they face while studying. That is empathizing. Now we're going to look at defining. So defining is where we are going to look at the problem and define one major cause for all of the problems which have been said. So it's like trying to dig out or tear out the problem in order to find the true inner core inside, that is the cause. So this cause is very important in terms of the solution that we're going to find. So the solution that we're going to find is going to relieve, or it's going to make the experience much better for the audience. So now we are go defining now is, so basically this defining in our context, now we're going to talk about it, is the is we are fine is we are going to focus on only one major cause, that is either work, that is focus or discipline, we can say. So now we're going to look at the discipline aspect of we're looking at the discipline aspect of it. There could be many other causes that you could choose, like getting bored, not being fun, etc. There are many ways which studying could be boring or not interesting to you. So now we're going to look at ideate, which is creating ideas. So basically, we're going to create ideas, and we're going to create ideas or solutions to this major cause that we talked about earlier in the previous section. So now we're going so now in our context, this would be that we are going to create the app required to find. We're going to create the layout of the app which we are going to make. So now we're going to go to the prototypes. So the prototypes are basically where we actually create the app, and we have various designs for the app, because in the earlier step we have created many solutions for one problem. So basically there are many solutions for one problem, so there could be various layers for one app. So now we're going to test each of these prototypes in the final. That is, we're going to test each of these prototype apps in the final stage or in the fifth step of design thinking, which is testing. So basically, we're going to test it with a group of people, or you could actually test it by yourself, which is mu- which is actually much better and more cheap compared to talking to an audience and finding with an audience. But for the most part, having audience data is also much better because you can gain a lot of info in just one with just one study. So basically, a lot of information gives a lot more context on how something is. So now we're going to look this testing process, make sure that we have no errors in our system and that our app is completely foolproof. So in our context, this would be uh, trying to test out the app with a few people, with a group of people, known people, etc. So now that is all I have to say about design thinking. Thank you.